Okay, so good afternoon, fellow countrymen. We are members of parliament under Patriotic Front, and we are gathered here to just raise a concern that happened yesterday. Yesterday, everyone, I'm sure, is aware that there was a meeting that was supposed to have taken place. Whether legal or illegal, we feel that as members of parliament, one concerning item that happened, the violence and the thuggery that took place yesterday, we would like, as members of parliament from PF, to condemn in the strongest terms that we, as we go through the path of rebranding, we do not want to see that kind of behavior. And we hope that if indeed those that are involved are Patriotic Front members, we hope that the Secretary General will take remedial measures to ensure that discipline is maintained. Discipline is maintained in our party as we are preparing to go and have an elective conference. I'm sure that everyone is aware that we, as the Patriotic Front, are preparing to go for an elective conference. And therefore, we, in this transitional period, we hope that there will be discipline that will be maintained and unity. The Zambian people are depending on us as an alternative government. Therefore, we pray and make an earnest appeal to the leadership that is in place to ensure that there is discipline and unity and love in the party. This will ensure that we are also going to attract membership, because as we sit now, the Zambian people's hope is only in a united opposition. Therefore, we need to ensure that our youths are behaving in an environment and behaving correctly to show that indeed we are ready to take over the governance of this country. Whatever happened yesterday, whether that meeting where there was a Honorable President Sean Tembo, President KBF, we saw also our former Secretary General, we also saw Mumbipiri, Honorable Mumbipiri, Ambassador. We also saw Ms. Honorable Ngambi. Whether that meeting was gathered illegally or illegally, I think that dialogue must be promoted. Dialogue, reconciliation, we need to ensure that these two elements are promoted to ensure that as we prepare to take over the leadership of this country, we are offering an attractive environment to the people of Zambia. So with these few remarks that I have given, I wish to ask my colleague from Honorable Mtacharo to add on top of what I have said. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chisopa. I think just to address what Honorable Chisopa has said, as members of parliament, we are major stakeholders in the Patriotic Front and also in the Tonse Alliance. So the position which Honorable Chisopa has said here, it reflects the views of the members of parliament of the Patriotic Front over what happened yesterday. We have to condemn in strongest possible terms the behavior which was displayed yesterday. We feel that political thuggery has no place in the current political dispensation. So differences are going to occur, but I think we need to use the orthodox means to resolve internal problems in the party. I think this culture of washing dead linen in public is not good. So we want to appeal to all our members that PF is a changed political party. We have rebranded, and we don't want violence to take center stage. So just like what Honorable Sopa said, we hope that the Secretary General is going to take measures and ensure that action is taken. Because the people of Zambia are peace-loving Zambians. They don't tolerate any acts of violence. And I think it is important that the people of Zambia must realize that having a strong opposition, it benefits the country. If we are going to have a weaker opposition, it's not PF which is going to lose, but it is the people of Zambia who are going to lose. So I think it is important that we need a strong patriotic front, we need a strong Tonse for us to provide an alternative leadership. We are alive to the fact that PF is a pro-poor political party. Since it formed government, I think it has implemented a lot of pro-poor policies. And we feel that losing an election is not a crime. It is normal in any democracy. A party can lose the election and come back into office. Countries which have developed, my fellow countrymen, are countries which have maintained a traditional political party. Look at the UK, they have the Conservative, the Labour Party. In America, they have the Republicans and the Democrats. In Malawi, they have not abandoned the Malawi Congress Party and the DP. Why they do that is to ensure that there's continuity than forming government with new political parties which are going to be experimenting. So by and large, we hope that the party is going to get to the root cause of this matter, and so that whoever is involved in political violence anywhere, I think they must be dealt with. I think that way it will send a signal and act as a deterrent. It is important that we respect the current leadership. We have the acting president, Mr. Gabriel Luwinda, and other leaders in the Patriotic Front, and also Tonse. So for us to succeed, we need the support of all the players in the Tonse Alliance. I thought I should add my voice. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Kapchanga, would you want to say something?
The violence, what happened yesterday.
Thank you so much. I recognize the presence of our member of Central Committee and our National Chair, Lady Honorable Kampamba Mlenga, and my fellow colleagues, of course. The importance of our opposition unit cannot be overemphasized. Our country is at crossroads, and we need a strong and united opposition for us to mount a serious challenge on the UPND. The same failed UPND that needs to be removed from power by the Zambian people. That can only be achieved when the opposition unite in providing alternative policies to the Zambian people. We've seen how the economy has become very bad. We've seen corruption, grand corruption. Scandals are everywhere, almost on every day. And such is not a government that should continue beyond 2026. Therefore, the opposition unity is what will liberate the Zambian people from such a bad government. In that regard, we condemn what happened at the meeting of the Tonse Alliance leaders. Thuggery cannot be entertained and can never be part of modern day politics. Politics is a contestation of ideas which form basically alternative policies in our case as opposition members, as opposition. We condemn it, and whoever sent the youths must be very ashamed of themselves. And they must know that once we know who they are, we ourselves We will name and shame them to the Zambian people. We will also shun away from them. We will never support them. And we will never associate ourselves with such barbaric leadership. Are the Zambian people punished us in 2021 based on that thuggery and cadarism? Therefore, we cannot, at a time when the Zambian people have forgiven us, have people who still want us to be punished twice. As a patriotic front, provincial youth chairperson from Chinga province, and at the same time, chairperson in charge of the bus, truck, and taxi drivers under the Tonse Alliance, I condemn that act in strongest terms. And I can assure the Zambian people that we will institute internal measures to ensure that that does not happen again. Wherever you are, you, the person that sent those thugs to go and harass leaders at the expense of sitting down and ironing out your issues, we will ensure that we name and shame you, whoever you are. We are not scared of you. We are scared of the Zambian people. As such, we ensure that we name and shame you so the Zambian people know you and they help us reject you. In the same vein, we want to appeal to our leaders in various opposition political parties. We appeal to your conscience and say, please, 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 come together, sit down and talk, forge alliances, form a very strong alliance, and mount a very strong challenge on the failed leadership of the UPND. The Zambian people want you like yesterday, but your own acts will shun the Zambian people from you, and you will not blame them. Please, this is the very time that you should show the Zambian people that indeed you stand strong and you stand ready to govern this country. We want a government that will institute institutional reforms that will help shape a new democratic dispensation. Reforms that will target the police, reforms that will target the judiciary, reforms that will target ECZ, reforms that will target the National Assembly. Such is the government that the Zambian people want. You, our leaders in various opposition political parties, including Tonse, please sit down, iron out whatever issues you might have. It is not for the good of yourselves, but for the very good of our nation. Remember, our forefathers forged hands and ensured that they fought the colonialism. It is just unity that achieved our independence. Even today, the unity of purpose can achieve the liberation of the Zambian people from the yokes of the maladministration of the UPND. Check how other jurisdictions like Kenya. Kenya's political dispensation is engineered by various political alliances. They unite for one cause. And that's the same cause that we want you, our leaders, to unite for. We as united opposition members of parliament will only give the support to those that will show, clearly so, that they are ready to govern and they are ready to work together. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good show, colleagues.
Thank you very much, and I want to recognize the presence of our MCCs and my fellow members of parliament. To begin with, I want to thank the Zambians because they already know whom they don't want. And on that, I want to give you credit, because when you know whom you don't want, it's very easy to vote, because whoever comes, definitely will vote for that particular person. And this, you really know that the Tonse Alliance is coming, and the Tonse Alliance is the only alliance that can liberate Zambian people. Having said that, I want to condemn heavily the behavior of our youths. As my colleagues have stated, whoever sent them, he has no chance from the MPs to support them. We can't support any person who really is supporting something that the Zambian people, they don't want even to hear about it. The Zambian people have forgiven us. The Zambian people, they have got hope in the alliance, and the Zambian people have got hope in PF together. Yes. So what we can only say is that behavior is uncalled for, that behavior is something that us as MPs from opposition we can't support. We want a united force because Zambians want a united alliance that can liberate them from the sufferings. Yes. People are suffering. Today, when you look at where we stay, we have only the power less than an hour. When you look at fuel prices today, it's at 30 kwacha. And these are the people who had solution in opposition. And now, they need to be kicked out like yesterday. So come 2026, the alliance, the United Alliance, is going to form government and we're going to liberate the Zambian people. And we want to make sure that whoever sent those people, he has no support from anyone from opposition MPs. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that we for now we end here, and that those, I think those concerns have since been. You wanted to add something? Yes. Okay. My colleague also would want to add something.
Thank you very much. I want to ride on the protocols as observed by my friends who spoke earlier. And I think it's important that we put things in the right context. We know after we did our postmortem on why we lost elections. And one of the factors that was coming out strongly is that PF was exercising cadreism, and which was coupled with violence. And that particular element cost us in terms of development. Even up to now, the UPND with the flag bearer, which is CDF, cannot come anywhere. Cannot come anywhere but, closer to PF. And given that particular background, it means that the people are saying we want to go back to those good days where the economy was at a trickle-down effect to the household. And this time around, the economy doesn't have a trickle-down effect to the household, meaning that any opposition element, the biggest enemy they should fight is road shedding, is anger, maladministration, economic malice, and many other factors that have compounded. That is where we are supposed to direct our energy. We are not supposed to direct our energy within ourselves and fighting ourselves. We know, for instance, that if there are other elements, we know that what is Tonse as an alliance is attracting. Nifila walanda ti ichimuti abantu bapose kuchimutu kuli ama fruits. Ngatakuli ama fruits tetu bapose kwawe. Kadi mweba kalamba ndani ko mpande fo kutuna ba mama bomfu kumushi. Bakalamba batira tumuchinshi wanseba kwimina pamo. Abantu like Lucas Sumumba have said, Chisopo have said, Mtacharo has said, and Wakapchanga have already said. Now what to pay a penalty. And the penalty is the opposition. Kushelefio kuma. So te tuambio kuma na instead ya kuma penalty. Echo wale Twitter bantu, we want to kutamfien sala. I want to state that this particular gathering we have this afternoon is not meant to reduce our current leadership. We do recognize that, and we have always respected those that are in acting positions and many other positions that are who are our leaders. But we would also like to ask that if these elements that are spearheading violence are coming from within ourselves, they should be non-elements. Let us see some disciplinary measures. Because Zambians detest violence, and they don't want violence. And I think we have made very good efforts. As members of parliament, we have been debating any issue that comes. And I think even the party has demonstrated, whenever it has been provoked to the max, we always learn to courts. We don't learn to the streets. We don't do violence. And I think we have set up a pace that has made Zambians attractive to our behavior. And I think we cannot allow a human being now to reverse the gains that we have done. We have done a lot, and we have put in a lot in making sure that the PF as a party is rebranded. And we are still making more efforts that we bring together the different players on the opposition front, so that we chase the evil of poverty, we chase the evil of road shedding, and we chase the evil of anger. We know that even with these policies that have been put in place, they are reactive. We know that the measures that have been put in place now, they are just trying to react to what the damage that has already been caused. We want to equalize. We shall in Sala for 4 years. All of my road shedding for 4 years. All of my Sala and that local compound to Kalava Malay to Mamumfua. I don't know Lavanga Welda. I don't know Lavanga Saluni, the Fimbi Shala. If they want to have a Fokumfua. If you are Tinela Mumba Tambe Chinjani and Konya, Mulibu Munina. So we are calling for one now, we are calling for unity, and I think even our chiefs, our religious leaders have been talking about unity. I am calling on 2 different players from the opposition. Balanda tumpama pamo watu lilengoma. Apabonsele minatumuishiva. Ena mininsala. Ena miuntu aleta road shedding, ena miuntu aleta poor governance, where we are not even enjoying our rights in the country, like ngamalanda kofia palifi cyber seditious kwati sanga kwati wimbo. So let us redeem ourselves as we target the second independence in Zambia, which is 2026. We need unity, and I think we are calling on unity, peace, and tranquility, and reconciliation if necessary. If we have differed as brothers, let us reconcile, so that at the end of the day, we have on a platform where we can share. Because if we start showing this unity now, and the elements like violence, the Zambians are going to say they are not different from what we are seeing the UPN are bringing in these by-elections that they have been having, where they are even torturing people with plastics, burning people, and many other factors. Let us show some different character. We know how many people have been abducted. We know how many people have been bent with plastics, and some of them slapped, been beaten no tushimbi, and we should not be part of that behavior. We want to, especially our youths, let us not fall in that particular behavior. We want peace, especially as we go towards elections. I think I raised my case, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fure. I will ask you, Honorable Gordon Nimwira, to just give a wind up, and so that we can close our interaction with the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Sopa, and all the honorable members that have spoken before me. I think for me, it's just to add a voice generally on what transpired yesterday. All genuine PF members who want to make an impact in the opposition and ensure that we triumph in next year's elections must condemn what transpired yesterday, because it was very well known that that meeting was duly convened by the bodies that are authorized to call for a meeting within the Tonse Alliance. And to see a pocket of some people going there to disrupt a duly convened meeting cannot be tolerated. As PF, we gave consent to join the Tonse Alliance. We members of parliament agreed that yes, we cannot walk alone. We have to join hands with the fellow opposition political parties so that we fight a common enemy. I know also that even the Central Committee gave consent. Even our late president justified the cause for us to join the Tonse Alliance. So if we truly agreed that we should be in this Tonse Alliance and give recognition to those that have different positions in the rank and file of the Tonse Alliance, we cannot tolerate the nonsense, I would call it nonsense, of what transpired yesterday. Let us have a united front. And for me, I want to call for an investigation. We want to know who is behind that confusion that went on. It doesn't matter what position they hold now, whether in the PF or in any other political party which is part of the Tonse Alliance. Discipline and the consequences must follow. We, as members of Parliament, of the Patriotic Front, have worked so tirelessly in the last 4 years to keep the party together, to give hope to our structures, and to give hope to the rest of the Zambians who want to be liberated. Now that we are so close to that moment, we cannot tolerate selfish interests to come and jeopardize that which has been in preparation for so long. So we want to know who is behind that confusion, and we must discipline them. We will distance ourselves from that confusion. PF has always been a peaceful party. Now, behavior like what happened yesterday just gives justification to those that have tagged us as a violent party for so many years. And we cannot tolerate that. We are not going to accept that. Let us give respect. If we respect the late President Lungu, who introduced us to the Tonse Alliance, who even authorized and introduced us to the different alliance partners under Tonse and the positions that they have. If we duly want to respect him even in his death, not just when he was alive, if we want to respect him even in his death, we must respect the structures that he left us with. That is our father who loved this country, who loved this party. And he could not have led us to a place where there is danger, where he would think that PF will be extinct. He did not believe in that. And so we don't want that to repeat. We don't want, not just on that incident, anywhere across the country. And I just call upon all our members across the country to remain united. Do not be dismayed. Do not despair over what transpired yesterday. Of course, like the previous speakers have spoken, and that is why you are seeing all these people interested to take leadership, because they know that this is where the honey is. This is the movement that is coming to liberate the people of Zambia. And so let us hold together. Let us hold our hands. Of course, differences can be there, but in a civilized manner, in a civilized society, that is not the way you resolve differences. Like that behavior that we saw yesterday. We are not going to condone that. And we distance the PF, we distance the all well-meaning members of the Patriotic Front and the Tonse Land from that misconduct. And it should not repeat itself in any form or in any occasion at any time. I thank you.
Just to ensure that we balance the speakers, we will also ask Honorable Kampambi to speak. I'm sure he's coming from Wabula province. If you see, this team is a well-balanced team. So ask Honorable Kampambi to also add a word.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sopa. And let me also recognize my fellow members of Parliament. We are here as members of Parliament to condemn what happened yesterday at the meeting of Tonse Alliance. First of all, what happened yesterday was so shameful that going forward as members of Parliament, we condemn, and we don't expect going forward that this is how we can behave and resolve issues. Chibemba chitila ati imiti kelepamu taibula kushenkana. As much as there is that Bemba proverb, there should be a way on how issues should be resolved. Not in a manner where you go, you send thugs to come and insult leaders of the Tonse Alliance. What we are not going to allow as members of Parliament is to let Tonse Alliance fail, because this is the alliance where the people of Zambia have hope in. And going forward, I'm asking all members of the Patriotic Front and the opposition to unite. It's only when we come together and bring our forces together that we are going to defeat this government. As you've heard, most of Zambian people, they are complaining so much about what they've gone through. It's only when we unite ourselves and work together as one team. As my fellow MPs have alluded to, all we are asking our leadership is to make sure they investigate what exactly transpired and bring to book those people and the people who sent them to come and bring havoc. As much as the meeting was legally or illegally called for, there should have been a better way on how that issue should have been addressed. So to the people of Zambia, we are urging you to say there is no division in Tonse, there is no division in PF. We are one family, we can have our differences, but there should always be a better way on how going forward we should be resolving our issue. I thought I should add a word and give hope to the Zambian people to say Tonse is intact, PF is still intact. There is no division as it has been portrayed, because the ruling party wants to portray to the Zambian people to say there are fightings within Tonse and within within PF. What I can assure you is we are ready to govern, and we are ready to give the Zambian people hope and to give the Zambian people the best of what they've lacked in the past 4 years. I just thought I should add those few words, Honorable Chisopa. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that that marks the end of our interaction with the media. But before we finally conclude, I want to thank honorable colleagues that managed to find time to come and interact with the media. And I hope that the Zambian people have gotten one or two from what we have indicated. We are not ready to get involved into thuggery behavior as Patriotic Front. And like our colleague, most of all the members have indicated that we hope that sooner or later the Secretary General will give us an update. We will give the nation an update on ensuring that discipline is maintained, especially that those youths are made to be understand that they are actually PF youths. We hope that these youths will be identified and be isolated so that we remain with disciplined youths. We are not ready to come and govern in an environment that will be toxic. We want to ensure that this country is governed in an environment that every Zambian should come and feel that indeed I'm living in my own country. So with those few remarks, thank you so much, the media, and may God bless you. Thank you.